Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make this simple shoulder bag. So to start off, we'll be making a chain of 40. So you want to make your slip knot and chain up 40 stitches. Once you have your 40 stitches, we are going to do a half double crochet all the way down in the second chain from the hook, but you want to do it in the back bump. So when you turn your chain over, so you've got your V's on the front, turn it over and there's a little bump. We're going to go into the bump of each stitch and do a half double crochet from the second chain. So with a half double crochet, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, and then yarn over again. You've got 3 loops, pull through all 3. And repeat that all the way down. Once you've done your first row of half double crochets, it should look something like this. We are then going to do a chain 1, which will be your turning chain. We want to turn our work, and then we are going to do a half double crochet into the first stitch and each stitch all the way down to the end. And we're going to keep doing rows of half double crochet until we get to 18 rows. And at the end of each row, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, half double crochet again. We'll always do a turning chain of 1. Once you have your 18 rows, it should look something like this. We are now going to start making the shape of the bag. So we are going to chain 1. We're going to half double crochet for the next 10 stitches. And then we're going to do 2 decreases of half double crochet. So we are going to do 10 half double crochets. Once you've got your 10 half double crochets, we are going to do a decrease in the next 2 stitches. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over again and pull up a loop. But because we're decreasing, we're going to yarn over again and go into the next stitch and pull up a loop. So you've got 5 stitches, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3, and that puts 2 stitches together. And we're going to repeat that in the next 2 stitches. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over again, insert your hook into the next stitch and pull up a loop, 5 loops on the hook, pull through all 5. And that will start decreasing our stitches. So now what we're going to do is chain 1, turn your work, and then we're going to do 2 decreases again. So we are going to yarn over, do your decreases. So that's 1. 2, and then a half double crochet in each stitch until the end. And now you should have 10 stitches. We're going to chain 1, turn. We're going to do 6 half double crochets. And then do 2 decreases in the last 4 stitches. And then chain 1, 2 decreases again, and then we have 4 stitches left, so we're going to half double crochet to the end. Chain 1, turn, and now we're going to do 2 half double crochets. And then again in the last 4 stitches we are going to decrease. Turn your work, and now we've got 4 stitches, so we're going to only do 1 decrease. And then we're going to do a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then we're going to chain 1 and turn, do 1 half double crochet, and then do our final decrease. So now you're left with just 2 stitches, and we are going to fasten off. And we're going to repeat the exact same on the other side. So turn your work over, so this is now on the left. Reattach your yarn to the first stitch. So I usually just pull through. I always tie my yarn, and then you want to pull up a loop, chain 1, and then do your first half double crochet straight into the same stitch. And we're repeating the exact same thing, so we're going to do 10 half double crochets, 2 decreases, and we're going to do the exact same thing that we did on this side. You should have about 9 stitches in the center. We are going to chain 1, turn, and then do 2 single crochets this time in the next 2 stitches. And then we are going to just place a single crochet in each stitch all the way around to create a neater edge. And don't worry about exactly where to put each stitch, just put it in wherever you're finding a space. Just go all the way around. Once you've single crocheted around the whole bag, you are going to just slip stitch into the first single crochet that you did and then fasten off. And this is what it should look like. And what you want to do is the exact same thing so that you have 2 of these, and that'll be the front and back of the bag. To make the sides, we are going to make a slip knot, and we want to chain 11. And then from the second chain from hook, we are going to do a half double crochet in each stitch all the way down. And now you should have 10 half double crochets. We are going to chain 1, turn our work and half double crochet down all the way to the end, and that'll be another 10. And you're going to repeat that until you have 80 rows. And then once you've got your 80 rows, it should look something like this. And then you want to fasten off, leaving a really long tail, because we're going to use this to sew the sides to the bag. And now you want to lay your right side, so the side that you want to be showing on the outside of the bag, you want to lay that face down, and then we are going to sew the edges together all the way around. So insert your needle into the top, insert it into the side of the bag, and then we'll just do a simple stitch all the way around. Once you reach the end, we are going to fasten off. So now it should look something like this. And this is going to be the inside. We are going to turn it over. So now the outside is facing us. Now, with the second piece, you want to put the right side facing down. And we are going to do the exact same thing. From the left, we're going to sew all the way around and then fasten off at the end. And then to make the handle of the bag, I got 3 groups of yarn with about 8 strands each. I tied a knot at the end. And then I started braiding down. And if you're struggling, what you can do is put something heavy or sellotape the end of the yarn, and then you can braid it easier. And then when you get to the end, you want to tie another knot, cut it, and it should look something like this. And then we are going to attach this to the bag. And now with your bag, you want to turn it the right way. So flip it inside out. And this is the outside of your bag. Get one end of our braid, put it in the center of the side, and then we're going to fold the 2 ends together like that to cover the end of the braid. And we are just going to go through all 3 parts. So this part, the braid itself, and then the other side. Once you feel that it's secure enough, you can start to just go around this side so that we can cover up that knot. Fasten off. And repeat the exact same thing on this side of the bag. And you want to make sure that this isn't twisted. Once you've weaved in your ends, that is your bag complete.